Diego si Moro, VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally. Geniuses, so let's see what's out. What do they do?
I like this one. I like the troll. I also wanted to see the troll, but I wanted to say troll. Why? Because if you go for an Ursa is a Timbersaw counter, but not if you don't have a stun. We know the Timbersaws have top lane for the AM at some point. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Ace though, bottom lane.
It's gonna be in trouble. Wami has that bash coming up surely. Looks like 4-2-3 is gonna put the pressure on Narman though. Nice counter spell, but instantly Narman with the Duke. Pump fakes this. Now the 4-2-3 is going to eat 2 stuns.
That would have been so bad if the Void Spirit has died solo. But this is the thing, Army Geniuses, they managed to isolate the hero on the bottom lane. That's what you want to do. If AM and the Lich are together, it's very hard for you to do much. But if you isolate the Lich on the one side, AM on the other, you can actually choose who you're gonna go for. Of course, Lich being the easier target because the AM doesn't really want to help that much. But top lane 11 is really playing with fire.
That he is. DB is going to need to get pretty lucky with a root if they get this kill. Maybe Varize is playing with fire now. Hang on a second. Whirling Death with the Strength Hero is something they have to be scared about. One more root, they won't get it, but Varize gets a miss call as he flies over.
But look at this, the Storm is the first one to rotate.
Uh-oh, they'll take anyone they can get. There we go, zip in. Hoodwinkston still got a TP down. That's a beautiful counterspell from 4-2-3. Now the double TPs. As Wami's committed on the tower, Sanctity with the reactions, and he'll be rewarded with a kill. In fact, it's the first one of the game for Lilgun as well, so really not.
He's in trouble. DB also can skill up the ulti. No, he cannot. He actually doesn't have the skill point, but he's close to level 7.
DB's got to be a bit cautious here if 11 gets off the abilities. Not a high enough level to be able to bring DB down. And yeah, like you said, in trouble with the double damage rune. So now Azura can fall back to the jungle, get some nice catch-up. Loss, sorry, I should say negative 20 armor, and you will win that carry-to-carry matchup. Now, it is offset a little bit because there is a Lich in this game, and I think Frost Shield is a very strong ability. 60% physical damage reduction, right-click reduction, I should say, and then you can even go the 10 talent if you want to. So we'll see if that's going to be the route mid lane. Sanctity, nice smoke. They should have the chain control afterwards as Narman pops out with the zap. He's got his first charge of the game, and Azura hits the board.
That was there should be a X over the Timbersaw, like, don't go for this target. He's way too hard to kill.
Oh no, Sanctity's TPing bottom but died. They're bringing everyone for this fight. Azura's going to try and target Ace. Oh, what was that? A spike onto 3. That's crazy from Narman. My guy does it time after time. Azura's going to be cautious though. Sharpshooter from downtown, 11 with the follow-up. They still turn it on Lilgun. So in the end, they're still able to...
If the AM comes in and uses the Mana Void, he pretty much shouldn't die unless he overextends so much like he did in the bottom lane.
Oh, Narman might be in a bit of trouble. In fact, Azura's going to start the fight, snatching the invis away from Sanctity's hands, and even DB's looking to show up to the party as Azura zips into the middle, focusing Kishka down. He's got enough magic damage to get rid of the life of one. Now they're going to turn to Ace 12, tries to charge up the Chain Frost, but won't be able to get that off in the nick of time. And look at this, 3 of them moving over to a bit of an ancient stack, so more.
This is the thing, I think Army Genius jumped the gun a little bit. They thought they were a bit stronger than they actually are, though Kishka is going to be a nice freebie for the line. 11 is in.
There might be a freebie as well. The respawns were coming up, 11 feeling like he could get aggressive, but still a very long cooldown in Vortex, and Wami doesn't have to blink just yet, so look at this, they're going to zip instead for Ace 12. Yes, sir, they do see an easier kill in the Lich. Zero, very nicely done for himself, and he will be going for an Orchid. So
I don't know if that's the right response. You could have lost the game there if you gave away more kills, but this Roche,
they're coming.
It is a problem if it goes their way. They're coming in.
Is Sanctity going to go for the play? No, it didn't free up an item slot. And now Sanctity might be in trouble, actually. Orchid out. Duel's going to be able to dispel this, but Wami, he's waiting with a crush. Still on cooldown, unfortunately. Sanctity to the left side. Meanwhile, the Timbersaw, though, consistently rooted in place. There was nothing he could do. Now Ace 12, he's going to be food. It's a free buffet right now for Army Geniuses, and they are munching up hero after hero. As DB gets a double behind the tier 2 tower, and yep, there we go. This map is now completely open for Army.
See them having a target, and with the Storm Spirit and the Lion always missing off the map, it makes the game almost impossible for Lilgun. Bottom lane.
Oops. Poor old Void Spirit. Zero jump, didn't even need the zap. And there you go. Now with that pick off, they should be...
Smoke, Narman and the Zura were showing themselves for too long. That is not something that you can allow to happen here for the two catchers. And Storm?
Yo, Azura.
He lost a lot of mana.
He does. 423 is considering jumping in. You see, again, he's playing super passively. Gonna blink on the higher gun, but Wami, they've got the vision. A bash needs to come out the last second. 423, but the illusion dodge, but it doesn't matter. They know which one is the real anti-mage. They'll tip him as well. It was a nice attempt, but in the end...
Off guard. They come to your high ground. They're gonna be positioned perfectly. You're not gonna be able to do anything,
11's not too survivable with how farm DB is. He's got Satanic freshly completed. The ward on the higher ground. Narman's gonna charge. Lion looking to get the side of the fight. Onto the backline they go. They're gonna be cautious once again. The Storm Spirit in trouble. It's gonna be killed off. And now who do they want to target towards the backline with the Secret Shop Slider? Double Crush. Sanctity doing a good job to control the Warlord. It's a 2 for 1 at the moment. They're continuing to kite DB, but that's where Wami comes into...
Was just a perfect jump from them. And now Troll is alone. Look at this one.
Yeah, we'll see. He's got Satanic. I don't know. Oh, especially with Varese stepping in. They'll kite him for the moment with the halberd. But DB is...
taking his mana.
That's a big thing. Troll Wallet does kind of rely on mana. It's gonna... Oh, Sanctity's gonna jump in again. It's got the silence. Swami, anticipation with the crush. 11's in trouble. Lotus Orb's gonna do nothing to keep him alive. But maybe the Chain Frost can turn this one back around. 11's walking out of the fight, but Narman forced to drop the zap. Sanctity's gonna jump back in once again. Ultimate charges, not enough to be able to secure with a kill, but it's a lot of damage here with the Resident Pulse, says Narman. Still, they need the control. The Hex gonna come out at the last second with the Earth Spikers. There we go. Narman doing a very good job to hold the Void Spirit in.
Didn't want to be in. This is what they were fighting against ever since Army Geniuses got the Aegis. They don't want the Troll in front and the rest of his team behind. That is not a fight that you can fight properly, especially without the Void Spirit to create chaos in a fight. So 2 lanes of Raxus for sure. And you have to catch them on the retreat. You cannot allow them to group themselves up for the top lane as well. You have to fight right now if you're Lilgun.
Somehow you gotta deal with Lion and Abaddon. Like, Abaddon's giving way too much to saying, hang on a second, Timbersaw! Well, you gotta protect 11 as well. Abyssal Blade's out, controlling him in place, and he's gonna be killed off. The Mana Slow, they're getting burnt. But Azura's gonna make sure they don't get an opportunity with this Mana Void. BKB in the middle. And GG's are caught as Army Genius. A very convincing Game 1 victory from them.
I would say, Lilgun, they need a guy that is behind them when they play and kind of telling them, you're losing, it's not going well, you're losing. Because when they're aware that the game is going really badly, they make all the right calls in situations when it's really hard. Those were some tier 1 plays from Lil. Any armor items, you go for a Maelstrom, BKB, then maybe you go for an armor item. And cool. That is so cool. Actually, usually the Egg is a great counter to the Enigma, but right now I can just see how Lilgun wanna...
Is a Blink Dragon Tail into Sharpshooter or the Rupture as well.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. The way that Lilgun would love to start the fight is a Blink stun into a kill. Mid lane, Sanctity is low.
Yes, what's going on here? Sanctity wins the man fight and pretty comfortably as well, and you're gonna see instantly Narman once... Yo, Sanctity playing with fire. Is there still not level 6? He's still going for it. Sanctity, what's going on? Azura's got a regen deep. What? Hang on it. What's going on? 11 and Kish can kill off.
That's just very nicely done coming out from Lilgun.
They are off to a flying start. The lads on Dire. Azura's gonna find Sanctity farming in the Dragon Slave. Nicely done. Narman gives him the tip as well. They smoked to get Azura back out. And he was able to read.
What is he doing, actually? He's not afraid of this fiery heroes. He is a Dragonite. Anyway, so he knows how to deal with fire. Bottom lane, again.
Yeah. 4-2-3 is going to charge in. Got to be a bit cautious right now because Dire, they're not healthy at all. Kish is going to be killed off. Don't group up, and they do
Black
just
hole.
that. But the speed, oh, Wommy, what a TP down. The instant cancel. They were waiting for the black hole to be used. They knew Wommy was coming down.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
This bottom tower is going to be difficult to siege on Lilgun, though. You've got Supernova that you can play with in the tree line, and potential TPs that are starting to come on down. 11's going to break the trees, but yeah, this is not a fight you want to take. As Narman might just dive into the middle. He's going to do just that, drop on the Supernova, but he didn't get the Fire Spirits onto 4-2-3, and there wasn't any support to be able to act as a bodyguard as the Rupture holding back Azura right now. 11's going to jump. The stuns, no, they won't be there. They have to cancel the TP on Wommy's Mars, and there we go. The conversions, though.
Lilgun are going for a play again.
Sanctity by the triangle. They're going into Pugna, but Wommy, okay, that's a beautiful arena, but where's the follow-up? Azura's going to step inside the walls as they cut down two. The Supernova doesn't really give them much though. Narman didn't have the capability to dive into the middle, but nonetheless, a nice answer from Radiant as they do defend their high ground. Kind of surprised they got it for free, but well, this is how you counter big team fight lineups. Like now, you want to drop Black Hole onto the Lena? Well, guess what? She'll respawn.
Radiant are scanning.
Top lane 11.
Oh, they found 11.
Oh, the scan is going to be forced to use a BKB defensive now. So this is a window, a huge window, in fact, for Army Genius. So 70 seconds, no BKB, and Azura's going to catch out 11 on the back line. Oh no, he popped BKB, didn't even survive. Don't use the black hole. Yo, he thought about it. Meanwhile, mid lane though, DB.
Recognize that they actually have a chance to go for a 5-on-5 if they're the ones that are going in first, and that's why they're preparing for the smoke.
Alright, let's see how they can take this. A couple of big levels being picked up. Sanctity 15 along with 11. They're going to charge into the middle, but Varese, great position for the Pugnon. Eats the gank. And it'll cost him his life, of course, but you're more than truly happy with that.
Yeah, you're actually in a position where they can get caught.
They got Lincoln's on... Yeah, Lincoln's being delivered on the Razor. Wommy's going to jump behind the tower. I don't know. Dragonite's got BKB. He's taking a lot of damage. You don't want to force out the BKB at the start. Now towards the backline though, 4-2-3's into the middle. A defensive Supernova. 4-2-3's going to charge and try and beat down the egg. Oh, they're able to do so. It's a perfect overgrowth. All onto threes. Raiding. They need to get out. Or maybe do they want to turn around? Wommy is going to die in the grass, but it's Radiant. Yeah, they're out of there. DB's TPing, but Azura wants to fight. They're not on the same page. DB's out. Azura wants damage. He wants blood. The BKB standing his ground, but he can't do it for long. As Dire jump on top of him. I have a very good ward kind of towards the south of this T2 tower, so they're going to be cautious on Army G. 11! Who is in? Gets one. Azura's going to get dragged to the black hole shortly. As 11's done their damage, so going to try and turn it around, but
He's in a good
Azura,
position.
he can't man fight. The Bloodseeker's got way too much damage, but Wommy, that's the angle back into this fight.
Bloodseeker
Arena
dying?
controlling 3 with the Sun Ray, but it doesn't matter. The Sanctity's on the cleanup crew. 4 heroes down. The older dragon form, they don't have an answer to. Level 20 Sanctity is now going to be amplified even more after 5 heroes have been killed off on Army Geniuses. Man, what a fight from Lilgun.
The rest of the team wrapping around from
They're going to play in
Lilgun.
the trees. Sanctity's going to jump the back. What was that? What? Wommy? Those reactions. Now 11's in. He's in with the black hole. They get the Phoenix as well. 11 does it. What a black hole. Ages, they'll have the second life, but it doesn't matter. The damage has been done. Second round of the black hole for 11. Clipping 2. That's the way you can win the fight. One after another. They all run into the middle. They will all crumble under the damage as Lilgun. Woo! What was that? Vision and the Enigma jumping in to take that.
I mean, that was just so perfectly set up by Lilgun. Just perfectly from start to finish. They set that one up so nicely with the wards coming out from the tree and protector. I mean, that is just a game-winning ward for sure.
Mommy! Rupture up, but the BKB soon to expire. Ray's gonna protect him for the moment. The Black Hole's on cooldown, so maybe this is a window for Army Geniuses. Double Rupture, holding a 0 back, but DB... Okay, this is the first fight we're seeing Razor really have an impact. They haven't been able to kite him with a Rupture. 174 damage stolen, but now 423's on top of him. Oh no, the race car, look at him go! Kneel to the back line, but the LSA holds him. Spear pins him up against the tree. Now Azura's gonna try and stand his ground. They might be able to kill him. Decrypt, life drain, he'll tick out. He will just tick out. Ishka, Spear, okay, Wami gets another. Wami gets another, but the full...
The thing is, can you really find an angle? You need to come from the mid lane, I feel like. If you're going through the river, you're gonna be in trouble.
They're ready for this. DB's charging the high ground. Lincoln's going to be popped on the first Rupture, but they got the second Rupture. An early Supernova. 423 is going to try and turn to deal with this, but they don't have a way to protect it. It's 11. What is that? The Black Hole clipping all of them. A 5-man wipe is Lilgun waiting in anticipation. They spring the trap, and the tips are well deserved, as that could have been the Black Hole.
That you can walk up the high ground. Like, how do you think that's gonna be happening with the Roche is gonna be spawning? I don't know. This just seems like they were thinking that the enemies weren't ready. Like, we are fast enough, and boy was that a bad read coming out from them. But sure, nothing to take away from 11. Yep, it's game for sure. He has one more. Just bless us with another Black Hole. We don't want to see the light ever again, it seems like.
Oh my lord. DB doesn't have buyback, so it's not like he can just throw his life away. Woo! Playing with fire, but it doesn't matter. Thrones exposed. Having fun now. DB's charging out. He knows he can't do anything. They're going to turn his attention to the Razor, killing off DB for the last time this game. And then throwing pops and Lilgun. Finally able to hit the board. Again, we've been mentioning a lot how this team is needing map victories. And it's a big one to get it over Army Genius.
Yep, Lilgun, they got the victory. The Bloodseeker actually worked out. I like the way that they played around everything that Army Geniuses had. Lilgun, they understood from start to finish what they should be doing. When they were supposed to be going for pickoffs, they were going for pickoffs. When they were supposed to be forcing out enemy ultis, they were forcing enemy ultis. And when they thought that they were stronger, they actually were, and they crushed Army Geniuses so many times, over and over again. But I have to say, the
Right.